Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I'm live today to show you a peek behind the curtain into our membership, the Painters Clubhouse. You guys hear me talking about this membership all the time when I'm painting live with you all. I talk about what our members do. I talk about projects that we've done in the clubhouse. And a lot of you guys maybe have never heard of it before or don't know what all we teach. So it is an inspiring community created just for people who want to learn how to paint door hangers. And so I'm going to show you exactly what I taught this month, what our guest artist taught, and then what our members created as a result. So if nothing else, even if you're not interested in becoming a member of our community just yet, if nothing else, I hope you leave today with a little dose of inspiration, a little bit of creative juices to get you going, and hopefully you leave with some really great ideas to go and implement in your next crafts. Drop me a comment. Let me know who's watching and where you're watching from. Hello, Joanne. I see that you're here. I just sent out a broadcast letting you guys know that I was going to be going live. So if you did not get a message sent to your inbox and you would like to be notified next time I go live, comment the word alert and it should send you a message asking if you want to be notified when I'm live. Hey, Brenda. Hello, Linda. There's Christina and Nina. How's everybody doing today? Y'all had a busy week? I say busy week like we're at the end of the week. It's only Tuesday, but man, sometimes it feels like it's later in the week than it really is. Hey, Laura, she said, hashtag PC sisters and all Tamara's followers. She said, joining Painters Clubhouse was the best decision she's made. I'm so glad to hear that. Tammy just got an alert. She's watching on YouTube. My son just popped in. What you need,
Where's
baby?
The yum yum sauce?
It's out in the shop fridge.
Oh.
We made hibachi this past weekend and everybody's eating the leftovers of it for lunch today. And so we're running a little low on the yum yum sauce, but you got to have that yum yum for hibachi. Okay, let's go ahead and get started without further ado. Here are some of our highlights from the month of June. We aren't even done with June yet. We have one more tutorial coming up this Thursday night, which I'll talk about in a second. But if you recognize this lady right here, that is Miss Christy Bottle from Christy's Craft Room. Do any of you guys follow her online? If you do, drop me a comment and let me know. Some of you might even be members of Christy's VIP group. Christy joined me live earlier in the month, and we made that home porch welcome leaner with the adorable little button daisy right there in the center. And it was perfectly designed to coordinate with the project that she is teaching this month, which you'll see on the far right-hand side of your screen. It's a cute little mailbox craft with an interchangeable insert. And so Christy's going to be teaching that this Thursday night in the clubhouse. So I can't wait to see what everybody creates as a result. And I think she's going to have some different interchangeables that can be swapped out with this little mailbox craft, which is going to be so fun. Robin says, I follow Christy. So does Tammy. Laura said she just started following Christy this month. That's one of the reasons why we love to have guest instructors in our clubhouses. I feel like it highlights different members of the crafting community and it helps expand your knowledge and you learn more from different people. Different people have different methods that work for them for all the different things that they do. And so Christy can teach you different things that I don't necessarily do. And I can teach Christy's community things. So we're swapping it up. I went live in her group and mine. So we kind of double dipped there. And then on Thursday night, we're going to be live in both groups again to do the mailbox craft. And so it was really fun because she and I crafted side by side on the screen. Tammy wants to know if we can still buy them. As far as I know, I think you can. And I think the links for those things are in the featured tab of the Clubhouse Facebook group. Good afternoon, Brandy. Hello. That button daisy design that I painted, I also taught as a door hanger in the clubhouse this month, and it turned out so cute. It has a little 3D center right there. I lost my slides. There we go. So, and then also I forgot to mention, Charlie went live in the clubhouse and did a kids Zoom paint party. She had, I think, 4 kids painting live with her. Some of them were kids of Painters Clubhouse Sisters or grandkids of Painters Clubhouse Sisters. And they painted this funny little thing called an axolotl. If you don't know what that is, it's a magical looking little sea creature. I say magical, but really it is a real life sea creature. They have them in one of the aquarium stores right here in my town that you can buy. But they look like a mythical creature. They're like the funniest little things. And so the kids painted those, that with Charlie live on Zoom, and it was really cute. They all did such a good job. And Charlie did such a good job as a teacher. She planned it. What we did was we sat down in advance with Procreate, and she planned out exactly how she wanted to paint it, just like I do. And then when she went live to paint, she had all of her colors already laid out, and all she had to do was follow her lesson plan that she had created for herself. And she did a really good job. So we plan to do that again in July with Charlie. And I'll be revealing what we're going to be teaching. My husband's having to catch the cat. He opened the door to the craft room and the cat went, shoo, came right in here. He's a little late. You're late, honey. We've been live for 5 minutes and you're late.
I was trying to.
That might be dead. You might have to plug it up.
I was trying to help sand ornaments.
Oh, yeah. The guys out in the shop have been working on putting together ornament kits for this fall. We're trying to get a jump start on it because last year we sold 800 ornament kits. So this year the plan is to do, is it dead?
Yeah.
Here you go. Just plug it up to this. So this year the plan is to do 1,000 ornament kits. So they had to start pretty early because each kit comes with 16 pieces. So that's 16,000 pieces that have to be cut. So they decided to go ahead and start working on it months in advance. So I can't show you any of that, but it's going to be awesome. Judy says that's going to be amazing. I need to order ASAP. I'll let you guys know in plenty of advance time. And our Clubhouse members will probably get early opportunity to buy because those sold out last year and they went like hotcakes. It was amazing. Tammy said Charlie did a great job teaching. I think so too. Tammy said, are you going to do that again? My granddaughters love it. Yeah, we'll be doing it in July. And I'm going to show you in a minute at the end of this what we're going to be teaching in July. So you'll not only get to see the door hangers we're going to teach, but you'll get to see what Charlie's going to be teaching as well. Laura says she can't wait for another round of the ornaments. How many of you guys got the ornaments last fall? And you have like collection number 1. This will be collection number 2. The plan is each year to come out with a different set of 4. So if you keep up with it and you have every set, then eventually you'll be able to fill a whole tree with nothing but these ornaments, and it'll be amazing. But they're really great for keeping on your own tree as a keepsake, for gifting. I don't remember. Do you remember, honey, how many sets of those ornaments I painted last year as Christmas gifts?
Oh,
it was hours of work.
Yeah, it was double digits.
I want to say it was like 15 or 16 sets, and it took me like the same number of hours to do all of them. Like, I think it took me like 15 hours to complete 15 sets, which you would think it would take more time than that, because if I were to do just one set of 4, it would probably take me 2 to 3 hours minimum just to do those. But something about batch painting, because you've already got the red paint on your brush, you can just go around and do all the red on all of them. I was able to like batch paint and save a ton of time.
Teresa said she bought 4 of them.
Oh, wow. Sets. Did you gift some of them, Teresa? Sabrina said the ornaments were so cute. Tammy said, I'm going to need 8 sets, 1 for each grandkid. Oh, that's such a good idea.
You may have already answered this. Linda wanted to know if she could still order the June companion pack.
I believe so. I don't think they've turned it off just yet, but after today, they usually deactivate the link to that after I go live, like on the day after I go live for this, because today is when the July companion pack comes out. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. I got us all squirreled out talking about ornament sets. Michelle says my family would rather have something homemade. Yes, I actually made some for several family members and my team members, and I mailed them out. And so it was definitely a gift from the heart because it was a labor of love. It was a lot of work. All right, moving on. Here are some of our door hangers, or rather porch leaners, created by our members in June. Mm-hmm. Amy has a glow forge. So there's a picture there where Amy cut these letters out on her glow forge to include the little button daisy attachment, which I forgot to mention. That daisy attachment is interchangeable. And so you can swap it out and put a different attachment on the center O part. And this was such a popular project that we are selling the wood blanks to create your own porch leaner. I have pinned that post with the links to it to the top of my Facebook page. So after this live, if any of you guys are looking for that, just scroll to the top. It'll be right there. You can buy the letters HME, and you can buy that button daisy. And then there's a second link that you can get to add on the 11 attachments. So you can either make the button daisy permanent, or you can attach it with a magnet and swap it out with all the different attachments for all year long.
When they post pictures, they can feel free to tell what stain they used. Like, what color and brand and whatnot.
He says that because he's obsessed with stains. The stain that he used, he actually taught part of this. I feel like you should be on this side of the camera while I'm talking about this.
Yeah, I know, but then, yeah. Maybe.
Come over here. Get over here. He actually taught part of this tutorial in the Clubhouse this month because Christy Bottle and her husband, Tim, joined us live. And so it was kind of like two duos. It was me and Michael on one side and Christy and Tim on the other side. And Michael taught how to do the staining part. He's got to get his stool all adjusted.
Is it normal that high?
No, Charlie likes to pump it up to where she's sitting way up high. So you just sit on it and then push the thing and you'll slide down some.
I don't want to push it.
He's always got. There you go. Now you're really low.
I'm good with that. I'm good.
And then he also joined me on Friday Fab 5. So you should be getting used to being on camera by now.
Nope, not yet.
But he taught the staining part of that project. Tell him what kind of stain we used.
We used Minwax.
Minwax.
Provincial. Not Provenical.
That's why I had you say it, because I know you have a hard time remembering how to pronounce that word.
Well, I pronounced it Provenical for I don't know, for no telling how long. And I was like, huh. And then you said provincial, and I'm like, dadgummit, that's right.
I'm the wordsmith out of the two of us. I know how to pronounce the words and spell the words. Him, not so much. He's more handy with his hands instead of his words.
Well, spelling and whatnot. Now, I can do some good verbal judo. Paula wanted to know, is it too late to watch Charlie's video again?
Paula, I have the replay link for that posted in the Clubhouse Facebook group. So I bet if you just use the search bar inside the Painters Clubhouse, you'll be able to just type up Kids Zoom or something like that, and it should pop right back up.
I had never heard of that stain. Debbie said she used Bear Stain.
Bear is a brand.
Yeah, I had never heard of that brand.
Oh, really?
Well, and now, I mean, I don't go searching generally for brands unless it's at Lowe's, Home Depot, or Menards.
Laura said you did a great job taking over Friday Fab 5.
Yeah, Corey was a little jealous because he's offered to do Friday Fab 5 countless times. And Amber's like, no, it's okay. I got it.
I feel like I really have to angle this camera to get us both on here. Okay, so let's take a look. Amy Iverson painted hers. It looks like she did a dark stain. Teresa Clever did the darker stain too. And then Sheila Garvin used a lighter. She must like the red tone stains. I don't usually like stains with red tones in them, but this did turn out really pretty.
Oh, Barry is a Home Depot brand. Huh.
Oh, I did not know that. And then Laura Munden did a great job on hers as well. I love seeing all these. Okay, let's take a look at some more. Melanie Johnson said, I finished painting all the pieces for my porch leaner and matching the door hanger this evening. So she did the matching door hanger and the porch leaner. She said, I used tea berry for the daisy. If y'all don't know, tea berry is one of the new Deco Art paint colors, and it's a really bright, rosy, reddish pink. But I think it pops really good on that brown that she used.
Which one's Debbie's?
No, I'm talking about Melanie's. Melanie's this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Debbie's is the one the one on the right down here. This one's Debbie's. So Debbie flipped hers on its side and did the word home going across, which I thought was super clever. She said, I made it a design to go above my sliding glass door, and I did mine with black stain also. So if I were going to do this and I was going to flip it like Debbie did, I probably wouldn't use the 2-inch thick board. I would just choose a 1-inch thick board because you're mounting it to the wall.
Yeah.
Which coincidentally, my mom, we gifted her with one of these and she mounted it to the wall.
No, she did hers vertically.
Vertically next to the door in her garage. She was afraid that it might tip over and smash the toes of some of the grandkids.
Michelle,
but it turned out cute.
Michelle wanted to know if we'd ever do a porch leaner that says welcome.
Actually, Michelle, we have done one of those in the past, and it is the letters and everything for it are available in our shop, the template and the wood blank for the letters. So if you prefer the word welcome, how tall is their board going to be? Like a 6
foot,
6
probably.
foot. You would need a 6 foot board.
They're actually, I think, 12-inch letters.
Are they?
No, don't quote me on that.
I don't know if he's right about that.
I may not be right.
But our board that we put ours on is 6 feet tall. So the home requires a 4-foot board. The welcome requires a 6 foot. So depending on which one you want to do, you can just grab that. Just go over to shopdoorhangers.com and in the search bar, type in porch leaner or welcome letters or something like it. It'll come up. Hey, Lauren, she's watching today. And then Amy Portwood finished hers up and looks great as well. And I also see one from,
you said Amy.
Oh, Anne. I'm sorry. It's tiny print. I'm not wearing my glasses. I guess I need to put them on. And then it looks like, but they're so dirty. Like I'm looking through.
I'll be having them probably next
buggy
week.
windshield here. And then Brenda Tyree got hers done. Love the outdoor picture. Yeah, he's got an eye appointment next week. So we might have to.
Today.
Oh, it's today. Yeah. We might have to get you some pair eyewear toppers.
No. You look great in them.
But they make them with sunglasses toppers. Would you wear those?
Maybe, but I've got my own sunglasses.
But like we could get you black frames, and then you could have toppers that turn them into sunglasses, so that if you need.
I don't know that I could pull it. Corey could, but I don't know.
Corey has some.
Hey,
Barbara. Okay, here is a few right on people's porches. I see Mary Everts, Rosemary Crawford, and Deanna Sims all shared theirs. And I love that they have, you're starting to see this whole porchscape come together, right? You've got your porch leaner and your door hanger, and it all coordinates. And so you could do this every month if you wanted to. If you've bought those additional interchangeable pieces for the center of your O, you could make a coordinating door hanger to go with the different seasons, each one.
Judy said that she still needs to work on hers, but she's been taking classes at a local junior college for drawing, acrylics, stained glass, and mosaic.
That sounds like fun, Judy. I wish I could join you for some of those classes.
We were going to do that pottery class one time.
Yeah, back in February, our local art guild had pottery classes that you could take, and we were like, "Ooh, let's do it together." And we didn't sign up in time, so I'm hoping they offer that again this winter. Linda said, "I'm still working on mine. My board warped." Oh no.
Yeah. And if it's the 2x12, you can try and wet it. And if it, like, say, if it bowed like this, you can try and wet it down again, stick it out in the sun and stick some weights on it. Make sure you stick it on something flat. And then you can stick some weights on it, and it might get the warp out, but it's a good possibility that you got to get another board.
I would almost save that board for something else and just go get you another one. That way you're not having the trouble, because if your board is warped, your letters aren't going to sit flatly.
That's true, yeah.
Flat. I don't know if that's the appropriate use of that word. And I just said I was
the wordsmith.
They're not going to sit flat. They're not going to sit flat. It'll be a problem. Judy said it's fun taking all the classes with my sister, and my husband is joining us for one of them. Oh, fun. I've never done a mosaic either. I think that would be a really fun workshop.
I've always wanted to learn paint landscapes.
Well, then you should just.
I know.
Date night idea. We could watch a Bob Ross video, but the problem is that you would have to paint at Bob's pace.
See, and
you'd have to let all your perfectionism go. Well, he's not super fast. He's very chill about it. But I mean, like, you couldn't be like, pause the video. I got to catch up. Like,
I make no promises.
We would have to set ourselves a time limit is what I'm saying. You might not have to paint as fast as Bob, but I would say, like, if Bob has a 1 hour lesson, we would need to complete that in under 2 hours.
Does that sound reasonable? I can see that.
But I have painted along with a Bob Ross lesson before. And it is hard, kind of like when you're not used to doing that kind of painting, to keep up with all of that. But that would be a fun date night idea.
I think it would probably just be a matter of getting multiple canvases and be like, all right, I'm probably going to throw out my first 5.
No, you're not going to throw them away. It's just paint. You can paint over it.
And see, Cynthia, I like Cynthia. Cynthia said that's why there's a pause button.
Don't encourage him, Cynthia. Okay, Linda Helser took this design and actually painted the flower blue, which I thought was really beautiful. They like to go, Linda and her husband like to go hiking. And she said that this flower reminded her of water forget-me-nots. She said, I decided to paint them to match those flowers. She even had a picture of them. And so I think this is really, really pretty. Deanna Jones changed hers and painted it with like patriotic design. So the center of the button on hers is red and white stripes. And then the flower is navy with little stars on it. You can see it. I zoomed in on it here. Yeah. And then Rosemary Crawford painted hers and did a really great job on those polka dots. I actually have a confession to make. When I painted the door hanger of mine, it's hanging up behind me here. When I painted this one originally, I mixed a little bit of white with my background color, and it looked fine while it was wet. But when it dried, after the video was over, I was trying to take pictures of it, and I'm like, I feel like the polka dots just aren't standing out enough. So I ended up painting over my polka dots and using a lighter pink so that they would really show up a whole lot more. Kimberly likes our date night idea.
And Linda likes your paint square or your quilt square.
Oh, that was one we taught in the Painters Clubhouse last summer. So if you're a Clubhouse member, that quilt block design is in the Clubhouse.
I currently got one that I got to hang up on the tobacco barn in front of the house.
Yep.
Not one of those.
From last year. I painted it this time last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kimberly Kempson said, great date night idea. There's another trend going around on TikTok where you do a date night with your husband and you paint portraits of each other. You paint each other's face, but you don't do the reveal until the end, and then you film your reveal of each other. It
can't be like stick figure.
Well, it's like from the chest up, I guess, like portraits, and they're really hilarious because some of them are really, really good. There was one I saw though where the guy was proposing to the girl. And he didn't paint her. He just pretended to paint her the whole time. And then he wrote, "Will you marry me?" So when they did the reveal, she was like, "Ah," she had no idea it was coming. It was so cool. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Sandy McWhirter did the cutest design this week. So this was one that was in our shop. This is not one that we taught in the Clubhouse, but it was a beach scene with a little crab and like seashells. And she actually took this one up a notch by adding some clear glass right along the edge of the shoreline in the water. And then she added resin, and it really looks like water washing up on the sand. And so it's so cool.
She did a good job on her flower too.
Mm-hmm. She also did a magnolia, and then she did a little jar with like beach items in it too. Cindy Manley is our expert on glass and resin art. She's going to be at Southern Adornments Live with us in Sevierville, Tennessee in November. And she's been a guest artist in our group several times. She actually taught us how to do that magnolia design that's down there that Sandy did as well. And so what I'm guessing happened here is that Sandy painted that magnolia a little while ago, but didn't want to resin it until she had multiple projects that she could use resin on. And so because a lot of times, especially if you've mixed up your resin, it's hard to get the right amount of resin and to know that you're not like going to waste any. And so she probably just wanted to make sure she had multiple projects that she could use the excess resin on, which is really smart. Jacqueline says your husband wants to do that one date night. I think it would be fun. Definitely video it if you do. You don't have to video the whole thing, but like video at the start, video partway through, and then video at the very end when you do the reveal, and then chop it all together and make a reel about it and share it with us. Brenda Tyree painted one of the designs that we taught back in May in the Painters Clubhouse. It is the summertime heart design. We actually painted this one 2 different ways in the Clubhouse. The second time that we painted it, we added a writer bottle technique, which kind of added some texture to the leaves and the flowers, which was really cool.
Sandy said that, she collected up her projects and added resin all at once.
You're a smart lady. I thought that's what you might have done. And then Danielle Bickley also did the summertime heart, and there's a picture of it hanging on her door. Great job. I love the colors you guys chose. And Michelle Nolan did the Hello Summer with the bumblebees. This is not a Painters Clubhouse design, but it is one that we sell in our shop. And you can get the letters hello and summer in 3D. Mm-hmm. So I can't tell in this picture or not if she used 3D. It doesn't look like she did, but I really like the shades of yellow.
And the honey.
Notice how she didn't paint the honey like a solid yellow. She did different shades, so it kind of made it look a little dimensional. Okay, Dina Klingerman has been a member of our community for about a year now, and she has really been ramping up her business. She joined the local chamber of commerce in her town, and that really helped get the name out of her business all around her community. And she's been having lots of paint parties. So this one was a patriotic paint party that she did at a local fabric shop. She said, I had to keep adding days to this party. I have 2 dates sold out, and the 3rd date is filling up. She said, I could have overdone it a bit by offering 5 designs. I couldn't narrow it down. Yeah, that's a lot. She said, but some of them went rogue with their own color schemes.
That lady did a really good job on the paint square, or the quilt square.
At the party? Yes, she did. She did a really good job on that one. I love that Dina did this party at a local fabric shop, because I don't know if you guys realize this, but crafters love to do all kinds of different crafts. So just like Sandy McWhirter here over in the comments, She started out being somebody who sewed all the time, and now she also paints. So her business name says Quilted Treasures and More because she used to make quilts and do sewing. So Dina here has found that the people at the quilt shop or the fabric store love to paint as well. And so if you haven't thought about that as an avenue for where you could reach out and make some connections and do some paint parties, definitely consider it. Janelle Stearns painted the Hello Summer design with the 3D letters. I really love how she did the letters summer. They're almost in the colors of like the Bomb Pop popsicles.
Yeah.
That's what it makes me think of. And Tammy Barnhouse painted the flag with the flowers. So both the Hello Summer with the firecrackers and the flag with the flowers are available at shopdoorhangers.com. You can get the templates or the wood blanks. Both of those are ones that I have painted live right here on my Facebook page and on YouTube. So if you end up buying those wood blanks, all you have to do is go to my YouTube channel. That's probably the fastest and easiest way. And search for these tutorials in the live section because I've got all of those in there. Laura Davis did a quilt block design. She said her sister-in-law invited her to a barn quilt workshop. So they actually went and made these at the workshop. So it doesn't sound like
3D.
she was teaching it. I think she added 3D elements. Those little stars are all 3D.
That's pretty cool.
She said, we had a great time. She said, I was a step ahead of everyone else and was able to help other attendees thanks to Tamara teaching us how to use templates. She said, I felt like my quilt was missing something. And when I organized my supplies, I found these little white stars. So she glued them on and then added the stitches. I really think that brought it all together.
Yeah.
Love it. Margarita Portillo did the Hello Summer with the firecrackers as well. She said, I'm still learning and I'm new at this, but I had a fun time.
That looks good.
She hasn't painted very many door hangers, I don't think. I think she's pretty new to all of this, but she is rocking and rolling. She's doing a great job.
Yeah. She's not afraid to be messy.
Why do you say that? Because the tabletop is messy under her door hanger. Yeah, I mean, if you could see my tabletop right now, there's paint all over it. Holly Hartman said, my daughter and I had a great time painting that one as well. And she's going to hang hers on her door at work. That's a great way to advertise that you can sell painted door hangers by hanging them up at work because your coworkers will be like, hey, can you make me one? Next thing you know, you're selling your door hangers. Okay, so these are designs that were posted just in the feed in the Clubhouse. That one right there is called the Boo Babe design. Do you remember that one from last fall? It was in our Painters Clubhouse tutorials last fall. So Diana, it is Diana, is just now getting around to painting that one, or she's getting a head start on fall designs.
You know, you have the capability of zooming.
I know, I forgot to zoom in and I couldn't tell if it said Diana or Diana. Danetta Mattingly did the 3D flower pot design. I'm pretty sure that's a Painters Clubhouse design as well. But the reason I say pretty sure is because it caught me off guard because she painted hers so differently than the original. So her flower is white, but her flower pot has that really fun watermelon design on it. And so she definitely took it up a notch. I love it.
Sandy used shading too.
Yes, she did. Sandy McWhirter painted the Hello Summer with the bumblebees as well. That one's available in our shop. And she did a really beautiful job shading the honeycomb. Debbie said, I wish I was in the Clubhouse now. I will be back. I'm finally getting to paint. I'm so glad to hear that, Debbie. We'll welcome you back whenever you're ready. Laura said, I've sold several to my coworkers by hanging them up on my office door. Marina says, that's a great idea. Hanging them up at work. Kind of sad. I work from home now. You could hang one up behind your desk and take a picture and post it on Facebook and be like, how do y'all like my workspace? Then you don't have to be like, hey, I'm selling door hangers. It's just kind of like, you're dropping hints to people to comment about it. Linda Helser also painted this little patriotic gnome, and I love that she added the polka dots to that little star. I think that's just darling.
I like the patriotic gnome.
So a couple of months ago in the Clubhouse, we did a countdown calendar to, I was counting down to Southern Adornments Live, but some of our members decided to count down to a birthday. And look how cute this is with the little birthday hat attachment at the top. You could really change this out. Like you could put, I don't know, a Christmas tree on there if you want to count down to Christmas, or, if you've got your favorite holiday, or if you're counting down to a vacation or something, you could put like let's say you were going to Disney World, you could cut out a shape of a Mickey Mouse head. I don't have any templates for that because it's copyrighted, of course, but you could do that yourself just by tracing 3 circles and making your own little Mickey head. There's all kinds of really cool ways you could use this project. Amy Iverson and Amy Lankford both did theirs with birthdays. And then Holly Smith did a cupcake design. She said, I wanted to eat it. That icing looked so real.
It looks good.
Great job.
Good job, Shady.
Amy Iverson has been busy. I feel like I've said your name like 15 times in these slides. You must have had lots of time off lately to paint. Makes me wonder if you're a school teacher and you've got the summer off to get all the painting done. She said these 4 to 6 inch cutouts I got at PC Live. That was back in April here in Kentucky. And she said they've allowed me to have some creative time on the busier days this month for my personal. Oh, that's right. She's doing it. She was the one. That's why you've painted so much, Amy. She challenged herself to create something every day in the month of June. She called it Just Create June. She said it's been so quick and easy to do, which gives me the joy of being creative even when I have minimal time. And they help me not add to my UFOs, unfinished objects, before jumping to another project. I love this, Amy. Another one down at the bottom is from Amy. It's the little 4th of July truck. She put it on her candlestick as an attachment. Brilliant idea. And then Holly Smith did all the ones that you see on the right side of the screen. They are all attachments for her candlesticks. So she's got the USA with the flowers, the Stars and Stripes Forever. The Stars and Stripes Forever that you see over there is actually a free template on our website in the free template library right now. If you go to southernadornamentsdecor.com and click freebies up at the top, you'll see free template library there. And you can go and download this one along with a flamingo floaty and a schoolhouse design. Each one also has a video you can follow if you need it. Hey, Christine, welcome. And then down below, you see that she's painted all of her little attachments as well. Some wins that we've had in the clubhouse lately. Let's take a look. Norma Miller said, this Hello Summer Bee is my latest. I love the flip-flop, and I sold my first door hanger. Awesome. Round of applause for Norma. She said it was the Hello Summer fireworks for $45. She said, I used a template and purchased the words to keep my cost down. Did you catch that? She purchased the words separately. So I don't know if y'all know this, but on our Hello Summer and our Hello Spring designs, you can buy just the 3D words. So if you have a bunch of rounds sitting around at home and you just want to use the template to trace on your round, but you don't have the capability of cutting out 3D words, you can buy the 3D words from us and kind of use that with your template to be able to keep your costs down.
Well, we've got quite a few different words.
Yes, we do. Toby Durham said, I used my dad's old jigsaw and cut and sanded these all by myself. I have a goal of doing this for over a year and have been terrified that I would cut a finger off. She said, I'm up for tips to improve, and I am proud of my first attempt.
That's
I am
awesome.
so proud of you, Toby.
Congratulations.
That is a huge accomplishment when you've been afraid of doing something for that long and then you finally pull the trigger and get it done. Hello, Miss Pam. Miss Pam, I have to tell you, I don't know if you saw my Instagram stories or my Facebook stories today, but go watch them. Charlie and I have been playing with the walkie-talkies you gave her today. She turned it on and brought it to me. She said, will you talk to me through these? I think she needs a playmate today. She had a friend spend the night a couple nights ago, and she's bored today.
What would be the best way for somebody to find the words on the shop?
So, for example, this Hello Summer design, go to any of those. I mean, all 5 of them, the words are the same. It's just the background of the design is different. So go to one of those designs, and there's a drop-down box where you select your size, and there's a selection for words only, and it's underneath that.
But if someone wanted to see just what selection of words we have,
I would just type in words in the search bar. I don't know that we have those. We probably need to put them in like a collection or a category.
I would say so.
For easy browsing. Hello, Wendy. Lauren Cordick said, my bestie ordered these from me. I'm so blessed to have found Painters Clubhouse and have supportive friends. I've sold 2 more today too.
Awesome.
It's such a good feeling when you sell your door hangers because it's like somebody cared enough to pay money for your art.
Yeah.
Vicki McClendon said, this is my first sale. It was to my daughter for a housewarming party, but I think I can count it.
Oh yeah, that counts.
You absolutely can. But if she is gifting it to somebody, Vicki, definitely figure out a way. I don't know if you're official yet with like a business name or anything like that, but if you are, for any of you guys out there, if you have a business name or a business email or a business phone number, some way for customers to contact you, and you've got a business card or a business stamp that you can attach to the back of your door hangers. That's one way to kind of get repeat orders. So if this is gifted to somebody, just having your information in there of who painted it goes a long way toward that customer, that person who received it possibly becoming a customer as well.
Linda said that she's at the farmer's market and she saw 2 more today.
Yay! Congratulations, Linda. We've been going to the locals farmers market every Saturday lately. And Charlie, I'll usually give her $5 to spend. And there is one booth that she has become a repeat customer at. They sell these little 3D printed critters. And the first day she got this adorable, and I don't think spiders are adorable, but this was a 3D printed spider and its little legs moved and it was like rainbow colors. She loved it. So the next Saturday she went back, she got, what was it? It was a turtle or something. And then the Saturday after that, she got an octopus. So we're getting a whole like collection of these little 3D printed animals. So farmers market's a great place to sell your crafts, I guess, is the moral of the story. Wendy says, I see you've got your superstar hubby with you. He did a great job the other day. He's the man. Around here, we call him the MVP. That's his nickname. Nancy Beeson said, this is for my cousin. I see all the imperfections, but I'm calling it done. She said, I used the spring lantern and replaced the flowers from, okay, so I want y'all to notice what she did here. Nancy Beeson has a round, and she traced the lantern from one template and the flowers from a different template. So those flowers are from the template called Bless This Kitchen. And she kind of mishmashed them together to create this overall look, and then did the words, bless this home with happy hearts. So great job on that, Nancy. I love the creativity and the use of 2 different templates here.
I would say, and I think most people are this way. I don't know that though, that when you do something, when you create something, when you build something, when you paint something, whatever, you're your own worst critic and you're going to focus in on the flaws, no matter what. And so I think sometimes it's just, you just got to be like, well, you did a good job and you did the best you could. And it is what it is.
Right. Yeah. Because you're just going to continue to pick it apart when somebody else would see it and wouldn't see a single thing wrong with it.
Exactly.
Laura Davis said, my customer loved this one and ordered 2 more door hangers on Sunday. Y'all can't tell it in this picture, but this is the summer in a jar design from the Painters Clubhouse. We taught this one last year. And she actually used glass and resin on this one. And it's hard to tell in this photo, but it's really pretty. There's like little glass I don't know if it's beads or if it's glass, but she put them in the different parts of the flower and then did resin on top of that and then added the beads on the hanger.
Like that, and these aren't the first 2, but that a lot of people are putting little beaded or whatever. Hangers. Yeah, I like that.
It's a nice touch, especially if you feel like your door hanger doesn't need a bow. Because looking at this one with the 3 sunflowers, it feels awkward to put the bow on the other side of the heart.
Yeah,
like it feels like it would be off balance somehow. And you don't want to put it on the side with the flowers because it's going to cover it up. So the beaded hanger is a really good alternative to adding a bow. It kind of dresses it up a little bit, gives it a little bit of a textural element without like overpowering your beautiful painting.
Yeah, see, Wendy Norris Block said that she's terrible at bashing herself. She's a perfectionist when it comes to her stuff.
She said, I need to chill.
Yeah.
It will come with time, Wendy. The more you paint, the more like those negative voices in your head will be quieted because you'll eventually become more confident in yourself and less of a critic of yourself.
Yeah. And there's still, I was telling Tamara a couple days ago, I've been staining that welcome with the Marine Corps emblem in it. And, I'm using color stain, which is I haven't done a whole lot of.
So it's got you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, and
you're using 2 stains.
3.
3?
Well,
the black.
I'm using the black stain for the letters.
And so it's multiple. It's more technical than just staining something.
Yeah, because you want to control the bleeding. And at one point, I was sitting there like hesitating before I started it and whatnot. And I said, I don't know why I'm so nervous. And yeah. I mean, it's turning out to look good so far. But yeah, it's still, and I'm comfortable with stain. So it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is different than what I've done before.
It's going to be awesome when it's done. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. I'll post a picture of it or share it in my stories or something like that. And you guys can see it. I think we've got a couple more slides and then we'll be about done. Now, after this live is over, I'm going to go live in the Clubhouse to reveal what's going to be in the companion pack this month. So if you're a Clubhouse member, join me over there next. Wendy says, I've been painting, crafting, redoing furniture since I was a teenager. I'm still waiting on the chill to come. It may never come then if you've been doing that this long.
Yeah.
Cindy Fowler did this design that says relax, sit, and unwind. She said, I actually got 2 orders after I posted it on my page. This one's going to hang on my camper at the lake. She said, the moral of this story is don't be afraid to try something new. You may just surprise yourself. She saw this design originally and thought it was going to be really hard to do. But the trick with a design like this is to worry about the background and forget that you're going to use black for now. Just go ahead and paint everything blue and orange and yellow and all the colors you need to do, and then do the black last, because black will cover anything. And so it makes it really simple when you think about it in layers like that, and you just paint the black on top of everything that you just did, and it kind of just pulls it all together.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
Janet Hunter said, I just love Henrietta. I finished this special order for a friend. She did the Henrietta with the flowers on it. She said she wanted yellow flowers, and she said it's so rewarding when somebody likes your door hanger and wants to buy it. I couldn't agree more. Cynthia Vyrick said, I completed these door hangers plus more for a pop-up market in my area. She's gotten lots of them done. Great job. Rebecca Wallace said, my version of the VW bug. This was my first blank purchased from Southern Adornments. I was really pleased with the quality. Thank you for that glowing review, Rebecca. Some other things we do in the Clubhouse every month is we have a rock star of the month. So the one for May was Christy Smart. We're getting ready to announce our June rock star of the month very soon. I would not be shocked if it's Amy Iverson because she's painted so much. And the rock star is always chosen based on what the Facebook analytics tell us, based on like who has been posting and commenting the most and stuff like that. And so Christy showed up a lot in the month of May. And so we're going to be sending her a t-shirt in the mail as a thank you. Something else fun we do are our Zoom paint parties. So our ladies in the Clubhouse got together this month and chatted with each other and just worked on projects that they had laying around. And then every Friday we have a weekly powwow. It's really similar to what I'm doing right now. Michael doesn't usually join us for those, but it's a good chance for you to recap and catch up on what you might have missed over the past week, to get previews of what's coming next and things like that, and just kind of stay in touch. So if you're busy, check in on a weekly powwow. And then something new we implemented just a couple of months ago is a monthly technique spotlight. So our spotlight for the month of June was painting flowers. I made a quick little video showing a couple of different ways to paint flowers and challenged our members to do that. And once they share a picture of their practice of their painting, we're going to pick somebody to win some Happy Mail for a giveaway. Okay, here is some of the technique spotlight flowers that some of our members did. Christy Smart, Sheila Garvin, and Teresa Clever posted their pictures.
Yeah.
So we practiced on a mixed media pad, and then some of these ladies took it a step further to actually use it on a door hanger. Great job, ladies. Here's some more from Linda Helser. And look at the one that Becky Reiser did. I don't know if it's Reiser or Reiser or how you say your last name, but she did a ton of flowers all around the button daisy, which I thought was super clever. She said it took me 6 hours or more to paint these.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of detail work in there. And then I think next I'm going to show you a preview for what we're going to do in the month of July. So are you guys ready for that? Do a little drum roll. How do I, hang on, I accidentally zoomed in on this. Megan said that my prediction that Amy will be the rock star sounds like a good hunch. Wink, wink. It's pretty obvious with all the door hangers she's been painting. Wendy said, love everyone's wins this week. They're all beautiful. Great job. Pam says, your video is so clear and the colors look great. I have a new video webcam. That's part of the reason the video quality is so good. All right, without further ado, here is what we're going to be doing next month in the Clubhouse. Ooh. I'm going to be teaching this Friday Night Lights door hanger. I don't know how, but in 6 years, we've never painted a football-themed door hanger. So I know not everybody is a huge football fan, but if you're not a football fan, you probably know somebody who is. that you could paint this door hanger for. Or you probably have families in your community that have kids who play football. You could paint this design in their school colors and probably sell a ton of these. So that's why I chose this design to teach in the month of July. If you don't want to do the words Friday Night Lights, you could put your local sports team's name up there, or you could put the player's name. You could put their number on the helmet. Lots of different ways you could change this one up. And then we're going to have a guest instructor, Miss Teresa Scurry from Cut and Dry. She is going to be teaching this spooky candy bucket design. We're kind of getting a jump start on fall designs. So we're painting these in July, but I mean, we're going to blink and people are going to be decorating for fall. Sometimes I've put my fall decorations up as early as mid-August. And so I would not be surprised if your feed on Facebook and Pinterest and all the places is going to start filling up with fall things very soon. So we're getting an early jump start on that and teaching these designs. And then one more little Zoom paint party with the kids with Charlie, since she's still out of school, is with this BFF necklace heart. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the little letter bracelets and necklaces with the alphabet letters have been so popular. So we designed this one. Charlie loved it. She couldn't wait to paint it. So I told her we would do it as a Zoom party for the kids. So if you have kids or grandkids, tell them to join Charlie on Zoom. I think we're doing it on a Sunday afternoon or something like that. Or maybe a Saturday afternoon. I can't remember. But it's going to be on the calendar for you guys to mark it down.
Megan's an Eagles fan.
An eagle or birds. She put birds. Go birds.
But then that looks like an eagle right beside it.
Well, yeah, but it's better looking than some of the other bird emojis. She said maybe some of the adults might want to do this one too. Yeah, for sure. Okay, y'all, that's all we've got for you today with our June Painters Clubhouse Showcase. I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek behind the scenes at what we do each month in the Clubhouse. If you want to learn more about this membership, go to paintersclubhouse.com. You can learn all about what we do, and we're going to be opening it up in the fall in October for new members. So for right now, you can just go over there and get your name on the wait list. If you're a Clubhouse member, we're fixing to hop into the Clubhouse now, and I'm going to show you what's going to be in that companion pack so that you can go ahead and get those ordered if you want to. Otherwise, you can just use your templates this month to create these designs and paint along with us. All right, y'all. Wendy says, thank you, Tamara and Michael. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.